on your buddy, man.
How is it? Good. Smart. Everybody?
Together for beer next time.
Well, let us know. We're free. Nikki and I are free. We know, we just invite ourselves.
Good, how you doing? I will.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the City of Quincy Board of Commissioners License Board hearing today, January 10th at 4 p.m. Susan, can you please call the roll?
Yes. Commissioner Castley.
Present?
Inspector Conlon. Chief Jackson is absent. Chief Keenan.
Present?
Chair Crispo.
Present.
4 members.
And I will just read into the record the open meeting law. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived by those present, and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. We'll get right to agenda item number 1. Hearing regarding the request of Capella Yoga, 540 Victory Road, Lisa O'Connor, manager for a one-day beer and wine license for Saturday, February 4th, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. for a Galentine Market in collaboration with Break Rock Brewing, Jay Southwood. Hi, Jay, how are you?
Hello, thank you. How's everyone doing?
Very good, thank you. Why don't you tell us about your event?
So pretty much the same concept as the market we did with both Capella and White Pine back in December. White Pine brings in a handful of local vendors, craft vendors. Not really a big drinking crowd, just trying to give people the option of a beer, wine, or seltzer while they're shopping. No food component. All the servers will be tip certified as well.
Great, thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone here regarding Capella Yoga for a Galentine Market? Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns? Seeing none, looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Capella Yoga, 540 Victory Road, Lisa O'Connor, manager for a one-day beer and wine license for Saturday, February 4th from 3 to 7 for a Galentine's Market in collaboration with Break Rock Brewery.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. You're all set, Jay. Good luck.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Too. Agenda item number 2, hearing regarding the request of Aviva Trattoria, Quincy LLC, doing business as Aviva Trattoria for an all-alcohol beverage restaurant license for the premise located at 1500 Hancock Street. Proposed manager Marcy Day, proposed hours 8 a.m. to 1 a.m., 10 a.m. on Sundays, and proposed premise is 7,300 square feet and includes ground level interior and outdoor dining. Applicant also requests a cabaret license for occasional live music. Attorney Kevin Erickson, hi, how are you?
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. Thank you very much. For the record, Attorney Kevin Erickson on behalf of the applicant, Aviva Trattoria, Quincy LLC. With me tonight, Marcy Day, the COO of Aviva Trattoria, also the proposed liquor license manager on this particular application. For background, if you haven't been to an Aviva Trattoria, we currently have 5 locations open. Our 6th, I believe, is opening tomorrow. Is that correct? Tomorrow in Stoneham. It's a upscale Italian concept with an open kitchen, scratch kitchen. Try to source as many local ingredients as we can. It's a pretty modern, exciting menu and feel inside. We are slated to open, in addition to this Quincy location, at least several other locations this year, including in New Hampshire and a few more in Massachusetts. So we're very excited to be joining your community. This particular restaurant has 5,600 square feet of interior space. We are proposing a 1,700 square foot outdoor patio, which the landlord has sought approval for through the planning process. All of our servers and anyone who's going to be working with alcohol will be tip certified. All the bartenders tip certified. Take that charge very seriously. As far as entertainment goes, relative to the cabaret license, most of our entertainment, honestly, is just TVs and serious music station. But occasionally, we will have a acoustic performer with vocals. And sometimes that may be outdoors on the patio if the weather's nice, or indoors. So, but that's not really our main focus, but we definitely like to have it as an option.
Great, thank you. Any questions, concerns regarding Aviva Trattoria Quincy for an all alcohol beverage license located at 1500 Hancock Street?
I just got one question. Can I ask one thing?
Of course.
Are you gonna be open for lunch and dinner every day?
Yes, the plan will be to be open for lunch and dinner.
Because what we could use is, lunchtime in Quincy Center. So that's a great thing, so I'm in full support, thank you. And I'm Italian.
Certainly hoping to get a big lunch crowd.
Okay, and the board members all have the floor plan with them, and there was a waiver from site plan review dated August 15, 2022 regarding the Quincy Center zoning district 15. It is a downtown license, and when do you plan on opening?
We're some months away from that. I know the landlord's work is undergoing, and they've got a decent amount, I think, to get done before we're slated to open. I don't have an exact time frame. Sort of on an as soon as possible basis, but I don't think it's going to be in the immediate future.
Okay.
And the patio will be out in the rear, out towards Kilroy Square.
Correct, yes, and you can see it on the plan there.
Yeah,
It's,
looking at 148 interior seats.
yes,
One bar or two bars?
we have one bar, and we have some high tops.
Looks nice.
Thank you very much.
About time we get an Italian restaurant.
I'm not Italian.
Recommend the chicken parm sandwich. It's not great for the waistline, but
Any other questions, concerns by board members?
I spoke to Attorney Erickson before they opened, so we'll be in touch in the months ahead.
certainly.
Perfect. Looking for a motion.
Madam Chairwoman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Aviva. Do we need two motions, one on the entertainment?
Excuse me, yes, we
please,
do,
yeah.
please.
Grant the request of Aviva Trattoria, Quincy LLC, doing business as Aviva Trattoria, for an all-alcohol beverage license for the premises located at 1500 Hancock Street, Falls Road, the last day. Closed hours at 8 a.m. to 1 a.m., 10 a.m. on Sundays. Make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. I'd like to make a second motion to grant the request for a cabaret license for occasional live music for the premises located at 1500 Hancock Street.
Second.
All in favor? You're all set.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to
Congratulations.
it.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Where's the one opening tomorrow?
Oh,
Yeah.
Stoneham?
Stoneham?
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe we'll take a field trip.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck. That's gonna be good.
Agenda item number 3, hearing regarding the request of Sunset Pier LLC doing business as Sunset Pier for an all-alcohol beverage license for the premise located at 321 Victory Road. Proposed manager Kelly McCann, proposed hours of operation 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Monday through Friday, and 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. Proposed premise is 2,400 square feet, includes ground level, interior and outdoor dining, and upper level deck with outdoor dining. Attorney Jeffrey Toccio.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, excellent. Thank you very much. I'm Jeff Toccio here for Sunset Pier LLC. Kelly McCann, who's the proposed manager, is here up to the side. And then I've got Nate Carney, and he's the LLC manager. And then Will O'Connell is one of the LLC members. We're looking at the property that's over at the end of the Boardwalk Shops, right, the last building, which was recently, before COVID, at least the ice cream shop. Before then, it was a coffee shop. It's an existing structure which is there, and so it's on the boardwalk in the long line of the properties that are there. And it's something which really had a tough time during COVID, and it winds up being a dark spot when you go down the basically on the boardwalk in the evening. This is an opportunity where clients have had their eyes on this property, and it just is such an underutilization of what's there. And what they've done is they've looked at it for putting in a concept of a very high-end wine bar tasting, matching up high-end tapas, cold plates, other cheeses, meats, to put it together so that it finds a segment that is natural with matching of wine, higher-end types of servings. Also, given the size of the building, we've got it listed as like 24. The first floor is primarily where the main dining room would be. We've got it laid out, you folks have the floor plan, but it's only about 20 seats down there, including the bar. Where this property is valuable is that in season, it winds up being able to flex out with some seating on a patio, which would be on the boardwalk level next to the first floor. And then also, the way that the second floor arrays is that it's exposed and it allows for patio seating up in that area. I was able to put together some renderings. Ms. McCann put these together for me, so they weren't in the package, but Dennis Ward is the architect.
Thank you.
And it's easier because what happens is, if you take a look at it, it's somewhat oddly configured building, but what it does is it allows for really nice sizing. Again, in season, you get the outdoor seating when the weather's appropriate, and then in the winter's a little bit of a bane of, a lot of the restaurants on the boardwalk. What happens is it winds up being that it kind of shrinks up so that it's a more manageable space. Also, the operators really envision great function opportunities here. As you see from the application, this restaurant group has interests in some other restaurants along the South Shore, and the function opportunities are just phenomenal. There's a great demand, and they do a great job. So this property also allows for that to happen. What we're looking at in this instance is Nate is finishing up his training for a level 2 sommelier license. Ms. McCann, she's actually works business development, consulting. She's also works for Marina Bay Management, which has its umbrella all of the hospitality restaurant groups. So she's got experience in working with all of the vendors, all of the wholesalers. Furthermore, her father was actually in the liquor distribution business, so the opportunity to match in wine tastings, that's where a lot of the demographics are going. The other thing is that they saw this as a good opportunity, whereas other restaurants there are more full service. This is going to have more of a limited kitchen, and again, with the small plates, tapas, they see it as actually being complementary to some of the other uses. Additionally, the boaters there in the marina, there's no longer really a space that's available that serves them. And in speaking with Safe Harbor, who operates the marina now, they have experience working with that ownership group because they have shared restaurant overlap in Hull at the range, local 02045. And it gives nice opportunities to be able to have this nice property over at the end of the boardwalk and to put that together. What they look to do is they've got some experience with West Coast hospitality, different offerings, and what they're going to do is they're looking to theme that with a nice build-out, high-quality build-out. The landlord is participating, I think it's $300,000 part of landlord funding for improvements. And then additionally, you'll see that there's a line of credit from Eastern Bank for $350,000. Timing-wise, what they'd like to do, in the event that we get an approval today, the Alcoholic Beverage Control Commission's been moving rather quickly, and they're positioned, their goal is Memorial Day weekend. If they can hit that, I don't know, but the closer that they can be there to get that first seasonal swing for the first year, that would be really a big advantage to them. Total seating winds up being, I think the floor plan shows it as 97 if I count them all. That's with a full summertime flex. I believe that we put down 98 to the extent that, something else swings in. But I think that's all done by Dennis Ward Architecture, who does a lot of work with us And he also put together the rendering, so you should get a good idea of what's there. Exterior finish will all be consistent with all of the other properties there on the boardwalk, which will be classic New England, weather resistant, appropriate for position right next to the salt water. As I look down, we've got basically on the cooking, there isn't a vent for the, a stove, et cetera, so you're going to be looking at electric, other situation where they're going to have to think through on the tapas. It's another reason that's complementary with the small plates of tapas, oysters on the half shell, chilled seafood. So they are very aware that the food offerings are going to match their ability to have the preparation put together. Looking at everything else, Ms. McCann she lives very close. She lives in Marina Bay, so she's excited to be having an opportunity to be managing a facility that's so close. It's a nice opportunity for her to take a piece of some of the thinking that's been coming up between her management group over at Marina Bay as far as this hospitality concept, and they're excited about that. With that, we can answer any questions. Oh, and one other question on the ADA. We understand from speaking to both the architects, I think Mr. Duca mentioned it, there has to be ADA accommodation. Yeah, great. Thank you. So we can answer any questions you folks may have.
Thank you for your presentation. I'd like to first ask anyone here in the audience if they wish to come up and voice any concerns, questions. Seeing none. Board members, any questions, concerns?
I just have a quick one.
Yes, Chief.
Are you gonna put tables and chairs out front of the place, or is it just gonna be the upper deck that you're gonna use as outdoor dining?
It'll definitely be on the upper deck, and then also on the ground floor, we do have tables which are expected to be arrayed. The number is, just give me 1 second, please. As it lays out, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 tops, so that's 20 seats.
Or is that the bar?
Yep. So here's what I approach.
Sure, of course. This isn't a quarter lot.
Habits. I've got 4 tops, so the boardwalk's over in this area. We've got 9 seasonal bar seats, and then we've got the 4 tops. So that will be, when we look under there, you've got the bad copy.
This one here?
There you go.
Under
here. So it's
You're
under
looking
here.
at Coles, you can see it. So you can actually see the 4 tops, and then, we've got the array. So this is the second floor, and this is all dead space because of the way that the roof.
Yeah, the building's configured.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks nice.
Yeah, they're excited. It's funny, I get the questions, how long is this going to take for the process? And half of it is they really want to hit the season. The other half, I think, is they're really excited about it. So it's starting to come together. They've got a lot of pieces put in place, a lot of thoughts gone into it. I had a basic menu. I just kind of went through it for you folks. I know that Sue had asked if we had something in advance, and I did not. But, basically, different offerings, charcuterie boards, both small, large, caprese, bruschetta, toast, tuna tartare, burrata, a lot of the types of meals that you can prepare in this type of kitchen, but also pair with wine. The other piece of the equation is having the opportunity to have tips trained staff that also will understand you're getting such and such, may we recommend the following wine, so to try to make it's a different point of interest. Additionally, Kelly McCann is tip certified, Will is tip certified, Nate is tip certified, and they actually, I think, are instructors with tips. So this is a highly responsible restaurant group, and other shared properties, the Range in Hingham. We've got the Grill 117 at Weather Vane Golf Course. We've got basically the club that's coming together at Pembroke Country Club that's going to be online. So exciting group. They run a really good operation, and they're known for their food. The food's extremely consistent throughout the operation.
So the primary focus will be on But there'll be cocktails and.
Yeah, absolutely.
Full service bar.
Right, if you don't drink wine, you're going to be able to go in and get a cocktail. So we're looking for all, basically, Section 12, all alcohol. So there's going to be the option, so if somebody goes in, it's things that match up, cheese, meats, salty, savory, a lot of those notes. But if you go in and you say, I don't like wine, I would like something else, they'll certainly have a full bar available.
Sounds like my kind of place.
I was going to say, which means you'll see me there. And I'm Italian too.
Maybe you could help me with trattoria in the last.
Yeah, you see all those T's and you want to put more in.
Looking for a motion.
Madam Chairwoman, I'd like to make a motion to grant a request of Sunset Pier LLC to a business as Sunset Pier for an all-alcoholic beverage license, restaurant license for the premises located at 321 Victory Road. Proposed manager Kelly McCann. Proposed hours of operation 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. Proposed premises is 2,400 square feet, includes the ground level, interior and outdoor dining with an upper deck level for outdoor dining, represented by Jeffrey Toccio.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Excellent, thank you very much. And I want to say,
Congratulations.
we appreciate it. Thank you to Sue. The mailing, as you can imagine, especially around the holidays, was an absolute undertaking. We had 3 different people having to go out to 3 different post offices to be able to handle the volume, and it all went really well, so we appreciate the direction.
Yeah, we appreciate that, and your application is in good order, and we'll be sure to get that in.
All right, excellent, thank you. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Wait, we're not done yet.
We're not? Oh.
I closed the book.
Looking for a motion to accept the minutes from the December 20th hearing and waive the reading.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And our next hearing will be on January 24th. Looking for a motion to adjourn.
Make that motion to adjourn. Thank you, guys. That's good, that'll be a welcome